cat, and I'm your kid. Be real. Don't do comedy. Don't do comedy right
Okay.
now.
I would probably get a
So I'm your dad. I'm your son.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Bubby.
No, you don't have to.
Do it. Sorry, just do it like me. I don't know. I was at the Dustin Poirier Max Holloway fight, and I remember texting 911. I'd never done it before.
Dude,
I was like,
gonna get beat up.
oh, I said, dear God, 2 men are beating the shit out of each other in Atlanta.
That's a waste of resources, Theo Von.
Just sip off the hose and just never stop. You know what I'm talking about? He caught a dose of water that just
It blew him away.
that's still going down his throat, bro.
You think he swallowed the teeth is what you're saying?
I don't know what happened to him. I bet he got them teeth in his pocket. Like, you'll do some coke and just eat somebody's ass through a dream catcher out there, dude. You can't even do cocaine in this country anymore, you know? And that seems like a crazy thing to say. And don't say that. Don't say that. But I said it. But yeah. But don't say that anymore. The last one I went to, some dude selling a boat at one of them.
Exactly.
And we're like, you can't, dude. We're trying to get off of drugs, dude.
From politicians to movie stars, from UFC fighters to billionaires, everybody walks into these interviews thinking they're prepared until this man starts talking. Because somehow, with one completely insane story, one weird analogy, or one sentence that sounds like it came from a dream, he turns the most famous people on earth into people fighting for their lives trying not to laugh. And the best part, the more serious the celebrity is, the harder they break. These are moments nobody could survive sitting across from Theo Von.
Crazy, but he's not, not reading off. He doesn't have 14.
Kid Rock is one of his advisors, you know? And look, I love Kid Rock, but, fentanyl in half the bookshelves they make over there, dude. You put a half a set of dictionaries and that bitch will give way. A proctologist can't get his act together.
Yeah.
See, long before Theo Von built a podcast empire online, he was still grinding his way up while hosting interviews with huge celebrities. And at one point, he ended up across from two of the most famous sisters in the world, Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner. Most people in that situation would carefully choose every word. Theo immediately threw that idea out the window. Within moments of the conversation starting, both sisters were already trying to hold back laughter after one of Theo's completely unexpected question caught them off guard.
Winner, Jenner, Kendall and Kylie.
Hi.
How are you guys?
Good.
Now, how long have you two been sisters for?
Like 5 years now, right?
Well, you really can't script moments like that. And the funniest part about Theo Von is that he's not even relying on normal punchlines half the time. The man tells stories like somebody shuffled a deck of human experiences and handed him the weirdest cards possible. And that's exactly what happened when he sat down with Joe Rogan.
And I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out with the blender going. 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him, like, hey, man.
2:30 in the morning? I got locked out. And the blender's on, son. Oh, my God. He must have hated you.
Oh, the blender shorts out and smoke happens. The fire alarm starts going off in the building right as I'm at his door knocking, right?
Oh, my God.
So now he's pissed, and he's like, what's going on? And I didn't know what to say. I told him that I was throwing a late Christmas party, dude. It was fucking end of January.
How old were you at the time?
Huh? Oh, this is 2.5 years ago. So I was 35. I was 35.
There's a certain kind of chemistry that just doesn't make sense until you see it happen in real time. And that's exactly what went down when Theo Von sat with Post Malone. Now, Post Malone is already one of those rare celebrities who laughs easily. He's relaxed, he's goofy, he doesn't really try to maintain that untouchable superstar energy. But even he wasn't ready for Theo. Because Theo doesn't come in with structured jokes or polished punchlines. He just starts talking like his brain is permanently halfway between a childhood memory and a dream he forgot to finish. And at first, Post is just vibing, listening, nodding. Then Theo hits one of those extremely random observations. Something so oddly specific, so strangely visual, that it catches Post off guard. You can literally see the shift.
Beat them all?
I'd beat all 6 of them. That's what I'd do.
What if they're naturally talented at fighting?
Oh, God, that can be a long
Even
day.
worse. Even worse.
Yeah. I'd call the cops, dude, and the cops would never come. But still,
And that's where things really start to get interesting. Because if there's one thing Theo Von is dangerously good at, it's taking a completely normal conversation and slowly bending it into something nobody is emotionally prepared for. Like the time he sat down with Ben Affleck. Now Ben walks in with that usual Hollywood veteran energy. Calm, composed, seen it all type of presence. The kind of guy you expect to stay in control of the conversation no matter what happens. And for the first few minutes, it actually looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Theo's talking, Ben's responding, everything feels normal. Too normal. Because with Theo, normal never lasts long.
if you lose vanity as you get a little bit older, like not you, but like what is that?
I don't know. I see some people like, I don't know. It's hard to tell because, you see some people like doing crazy looking things and you think like, that looks crazy. Why are you trying to look 18 years old? You know what I mean?
And just like that, somewhere in the middle of the conversation, Theo just casually drifts into one of those stories. The kind that starts innocent, almost forgettable, until it suddenly isn't. He starts describing a moment from his life with such strange detail, such oddly specific imagery, that it doesn't even sound like a joke at first. It sounds like a memory someone shouldn't be laughing at, but also can't stop laughing at. And you can see it hit Ben in real time. That split second where the brain tries to decide, is this serious, or is this the funniest thing I've heard today? And then he cracks.
Oh, there's a freaking tornado warning. There's sirens going off over town. I didn't even know we had sirens. So I'm texting my nephew. Thank God I called him twice. And then finally I texted him. I was like, dude, I was like, bro, tornado warning. What do I do? And he's in middle school or whatever. And thank God he's like, get under your desk. That's what he fucking says at 4 a.m. And I was like, dude, I don't have a fucking desk. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, don't curse him.
Not everyone sitting across from Theo Von is a Hollywood name. During a podcast with J.D. Vance, the conversation takes one of those classic Theo turns. Out of nowhere, he starts telling a story about someone he met through Alcoholics Anonymous, a guy already dealing with life's chaos who ends up in a bizarre situation involving a fish hook. And it's not even the story itself, it's the way Theo tells it. Completely serious. Strange detail after strange detail, like he's reporting something from another dimension. JD tries to stay composed, trying to follow along like it makes sense. But it doesn't take long before the seriousness cracks. A smile slips in, then a laugh, then full breakdown, because there's just no normal way to react to what he's hearing. And Theo? Oh man, he just keeps going like this is your everyday conversation.
But he had 2 weeks clean.
Yeah, he'd either had a really bad night or a really good night. Maybe both. Jesus.
Yeah, who knows what happened? God dang, it's just like, all right, dude. Catch and release, brother. Catch and release. He probably tried to come across the border.
At least Theo Von always keeps it real. And speaking of real, his storytelling has this strange power. You're never fully sure if what you're hearing happened 10 years ago or literally right before he walked into the studio. That's exactly what makes moments with people like Dana White so unpredictable. Because Dana comes in with that no-nonsense, straight-line mindset, business, fights, facts, everything locked in. Then Theo slowly pulls the conversation off that track with one of those oddly detailed stories, the kind that sounds like it shouldn't be funny, but somehow is.
When I go to the UFC fights, it's like whether it's the assistants or your directors or the guys who are opening the cage door, you look over and there's like some hero of yours. There's David Spade or there's Mel Gibson or there's Joe Burrow. It's like you have all of just like, and it just feels like you're in this fun family that's a little bit mentally unhinged, right? I'm not going to say that, okay?
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Yeah, this family.
These are women that you're not like attracted to.
Oh no, I was best looking man and woman in the whole place.
Yeah, they look kind of like wacky Onassis kind of. Yeah, just a little bit of your own style, but still,
wacky Onassis.
a level of class, you know.
It's so me.
It is kind of because I could also see you ride in a car with some guy who gets his head blown off. You know what I'm saying?
I love that they wear hats still to weddings, like fascinators rather, which I learned. I learned that they're called fascinators, not
a
hats.
fascinator's a hat?
It's called like the ones you wear to the wedding. Those are called fascinators, not hats, and there is a difference.
Bring it up. He sounds like a gay superhero, kind of. That's how I feel. And it's just a dude that shows up and it's like, He doesn't have any specific powers like any of the other superheroes. He's just like more like exciting. He's like, oh shit, there's Fascinator, Randy, or what.
Well, you've seen it all. Nobody actually does it like Theo Von. And this whole moment proves one thing. You're not really watching interviews. You're watching serious people slowly lose their grip on seriousness. Because the moment Theo starts talking, something shifts. It doesn't matter how composed the guest is, how famous, or how media-trained they are, the structure starts to crack. His stories don't feel written. They feel discovered in real time. Like he's remembering them while he's telling them, and you're just trying to keep up. That's exactly why even the most controlled moments turn into laughter they can't hold back. So now we gotta ask you, which moment completely broke you? And most importantly, who should Theo Von sit down with next so we can watch it all happen again? Drop it in the comment section below. And if you enjoy moments like this, subscribe. Because with Theo, the next laugh attack is never far away.